Here we've got a type of mugwort. This can actually be found wild, depending on where you live, but a lot of different places it can be found wild. Take what I said about oregano, and instead of ingesting it, this literally is so powerful and so potent that if you try to ingest it, you're going to get some ill effects, probably. I mean, technically, maybe in very small doses, but it's actually best, because it is so powerful, to use it as a topical slash smudging. So you could use it as a salve, you could use it as a smudging. And if you've ever heard of moxa, if you've ever gone to an acupuncturist or anything and they've used moxa, you can take a stick of this. You can take a big, this is a baby, these get, I mean, big round. You can take a stick of that, dry it, and use it kind of like moxa. You can use it, like, as long as it's dried, you light that, and then you hold the stick about an inch off of the body, wherever it hurts. If you've got, liver pain or something like that, it will go that deep. It will go through the skin, just hovering over, not even touching. Hovering, you don't want to touch because you could be actually burning your skin if you do. Hovering over about an inch, and you wait until it barely starts to burn, and then you move to a different area. And it actually has the ability to heal, mend rapidly mend. Within minutes you can tell a difference. Maybe you're not cured, but within minutes you can tell a difference. And you do that just by hovering it over your skin, not even touching. And it's just amazing how much it does. It's not even on your skin, it's not even a salve, it's just you lit it. It's basically a smudge stick. You lit it, and you're hovering it over, just in one spot that hurts. And like I said, it goes really deep. If your back hurts, it goes all the way to your bones in your spine. It has as far as rapid mending and actual mending goes, actual healing, recovery. Oregano, the one that I was talking about before, this one, that one's got a little bit of mending, but it's got more cleansing. This has got an immense amount of just literal raw healing power. The healing power in this is so potent, literally, that it doesn't even have to touch your skin. It is amazing. So yeah, most people will do salves, smudges, or like I was talking about with the kind of moxa style thing, where it's not really a smudging, but you light it like a smudge stick. It is basically a smudge stick, and you hover it over your skin like that. So yeah, it needs to be respected. If you're trying to smoke it, it'll give you a headache if you take in too much of it. I like to refer to this as the eco-friendly hemp, because it's not really hemp. It's not hemp at all, but it has just as much or more healing properties. And you never have to worry about any, unlike hemp, you never have to worry about any of this ever having THC in it. It will never. It's a lot more friendly than hemp. And that's actually why I grow this instead of hemp. It's more friendly not only to the environment, but to you. So when you're seeding this, sometimes it'll take up to 2, maybe even 3 years, but usually 2 years to actually come up. So if you're doing it from seed, which is what I did, it can, especially this variety of I use mugwort quite interchangeably. There's so many different varieties. But anyway, this variety I planted it was 2 years before it came up. Now, so far, after its initial rising, so far it's come back every year. But You know, it's a bit temperamental in terms of you never know. You never know whether it's going to decide to come up that year or not. So when you do harvesting, you may want to keep that in mind. Of course, you need to keep, you know, these things. When you're harvesting, you need to let it seed. Very important. You need to let it seed before you harvest, so that you don't, you know, take away the seeds. And of course, with sacred permission, see how much you are allowed to have versus how much nature and the land must keep for itself. That's always very important with anything. But yeah, sometimes it don't come up every year, but a lot of times it does come up every year. It just depends.